kind of warm up with some local news. This was interesting, and I thought good to see. Yeah, so there was a strike today in Santa Maria of some farm workers. Let's see here. There's a few things I want to share. First, this is Zulemita 805. That's Zulema. She is with Cause Central Coast Alliance United for a Sustainable Economy. Out here on the Central Coast, they do a lot of good work for the farm working community and undocumented folks. But so mutual aid for farm workers. Farm workers at West Coast Berry Farms are striking for fair wages for a second day. That was today. That means they've gone 2 days without pay while having to pay for rent, food, and daycare. Donate to help. Let's see. Send your donations today following Venmo accounts with subject Pago Usta Ahora. That's fair pay now. And here are the tags there if you'd like to contribute. But let's see here. This is a bit of the strikers here in Santa Maria. This was at like 5 a.m. today. I didn't have a chance to go out and cover it myself. But there it is. You guys can hear me now, right? I assume. Let's see if we can hear some of these folks. Wow. Quite a number of folks there chanting Si se puede. They had a bunch of different signs, of course. Here, this is posted from MyCop. That's the Mixteco Indigenous Community Organizing Project, I believe. And they help organize indigenous folks and farm workers out here on the Central Coast. And you can see different folks are talking. So it says this week indigenous farm workers decided to take action and strike for fair living wages. Today, July 7th, 2021, is their second day on strike while demanding for better wages. They still have to pay for their children's daycare, rent, weeks worth of food, and other expenses. Let's see. So here they're having some interactions. So that looks like Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department. So he's saying you guys are more than welcome to do what you're doing. But you got to keep it peaceful, guys. I don't see anybody being rowdy. So he's asking them who they work for, if they work for the business. So kind of normal in situations like these. Jay Andrew World. I am keeping it muted for the most part. So I was going to get to that, Andy. Give me a minute. But you can just see Pago Usto Ahora. That is fair pay now. Siempre esencia, always essential. Respecto igual pago justo. Respect equals fair pay. So that's let's see. They where do they work for? Berry Farms, is that what they said it was? Hold on a second. West Coast Berry Farms is the name of the company that they are striking from. I don't believe they have a union. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have heard about that. But as J. Andrew World mentioned in the comments, there was a recent decision by the Supreme Court, not one of these week's decisions, but a decision that was made in their last round. Let's see here. And it directly affects workers like these on farms and farm workers and their ability to form a union. So the Supreme Court hands farm workers union a major loss. This is a story in NPR from June 24th. So the Supreme Court on Wednesday tightened the leash on union representatives and their ability to organize farm workers in California and elsewhere. At issue in the case was a California law that allows union organizers to enter farms to speak to workers during non-working hours, before and after work, as well as during lunch, for a set number of days each year. By a 6-3 vote, surprise, along ideological lines, the court ruled that the law enacted nearly 50 years ago after a campaign by famed union organizer Cesar Chavez unconstitutionally appropriates private land by allowing organizers to go on farm property to drum up union support. So farmers get to say that if a union organizer just steps on my land, he's taking profit from me, right? Even though union organizers are allowed to enter other work sites, for whatever reason, there's a loophole for farm workers. The regulation appropriates a right to physically invade the grower's property, Chief Justice John Roberts wrote for the court's conservative majority. He said that allowing union organizers on private land amounts to an unconstitutional taking of their property without just compensation. They're not taking any property. They're just trying to help organize labor, which this is how the right wing of, the capitalist wealth class sees labor, is as a theft from them, I guess, or organizing around labor. Let's see. Federal protections for union access to the worksite were first enacted in the 1930s, but farm workers were excluded from the law, an exclusion that California sought to make up for nearly half a century ago. But after the Supreme Court's decision on Wednesday, California's regulation is, for all practical purposes, gone. So, obviously, this is a way of making farm workers easier to exploit. Employers have more power over them. California tried to at least do something about that 50 years ago, but now because of this Supreme Court case, that's it. That's poof. That's all gone. We're going to see more of that later in the show, but expect more of that from the Supreme Court. Things, rights, and abilities that you and I had, that workers had, regular people, not corporations, are just up in smoke. Poof, they're gone.